Speedtactics fire extinguisher bracket for the Mini Cooper. It comes with 4 stainless steel bolts for the install. We're also going to use the H3R Performance 1.5 pound fire extinguisher in red. Some of the tools that we'll be using for this install today is a 3/8 socket with a 14mm torque bit head, a standard 9mm wrench, a Phillips end straight driver, a 3/8 ratchet for the torque bit, or you can use an optional cordless impact wrench. Next, we're going to test fit the fire extinguisher clamp onto the Speedtactics fire extinguisher bracket. I'm going to go ahead and line up the holes on the bracket with the clamp, and for this install we're going to be using the 2nd row and 4th row holes. Using one of the supplied stainless steel screws and nuts, go ahead and insert it into the first hole and loosely hand tighten it. Now, using the other 3 screws and nuts, go ahead and finish installing those into the bracket. With the 9mm wrench and Phillips head driver, go ahead and tighten up the remaining hardware and be sure the clamp is secure. Next, just do a quick test fit of the fire extinguisher and be sure that everything fits correctly. For the install in the car, you'll need to locate the torque bolt that holds the seat to the floor. You can use the 3/8 socket with the torque head and a 3/8 ratchet. I'm choosing to use the optional 18-volt cordless impact gun with a 14mm torque socket attached to it because these tend to need a little bit more muscle to remove. Once your seat bolt is removed, now you're going to need to remove the safety stop. Using a straight screwdriver, go ahead and loosely pry the aluminum rivet that holds the safety stop to the seat rail and remove it. Finally, it's time to install the Speedtactics fire extinguisher bracket. Slide it into the seat rail, then reinsert the bolt into the seat rail and tighten it by hand. Check your fitting, and now finally tighten up your bolt and be sure it's secure. Finally, it's time to place the fire extinguisher into the bracket. Line up the slots in the extinguisher and the posts on the clamp. Then close the strap that holds the extinguisher to the bracket and check to be sure the seat moves freely. Thanks for watching. Full instructions are included with the Speedtactics Mini Fire Extinguisher Bracket Kit. For more information, go to speedtactics.com.